Hello students, welcome to the lecture on kinds of information systems, and after this lecture we will be able to learn following objectives. Explain the transaction processing system, describe the office automation system, understand the management information system, discuss the decision support system, explain the group decision support system, define expert system and executive support system. Let's start with an introduction to kinds of information system. An information system is a man-made system that facilitates an organization's operational functions and supports management decision making by providing information that managers can use to plan and control the activities of the firm. This chapter provides a basic understanding of the content of information systems, the types of information systems, the current role of information systems in organizations, and the opportunities and business impacts of information systems. It also provides an overview of the tools, techniques and frameworks used to build information systems, the range of information technologies used to support information systems, and the ethical responsibilities of both the information system professional and the private users of information. Every business has an information system.
Our world is full of lots of information. From your music playlist to your mobile phone contents, from your saved computer games to the details on your Facebook profile, from the information stored by your school to the data stored by your doctor. There is a lot of information, and it all needs to be stored, categorized, searched, and sorted. The amount of data that we store is growing at a tremendous rate. In fact, every day, we create 2.5 quintillion bytes of data. So much that 90% of the digital data in the world today was created in just the last 2 years. That's the equivalent of a 60-foot high wall of iPads stretching from Edinburgh to Oman in the Middle East. How do we manage this massive increase in the data we store? We depend on information systems to help us create, control, store, find, and access this information. So what is an information system? An information system is a set of computer-based tools for collecting, storing, and processing data in our world. Businesses and other organizations rely on information systems to carry out and manage their operations, interact with their customers and suppliers, and compete in the marketplace. For instance, corporations use information systems to reach their potential customers with targeted messages over the web, to process financial accounts, and to manage their workforce. Governments use information systems to provide services cost-effectively to citizens, to manage the economy, and to gather taxes. Digital goods, such as electronic books and software, and online services, such as auctions and social networking, are all provided by and operated by some kind of information system. A typical information system will have somewhere to store the data. Often this is a database. There will be a program which helps you use the data, and the program will have a user interface where you, the user, issue commands and receive the results. Information systems play a role in every aspect of your life. In our constantly connected digital world, it is important that you understand how information systems and the data they collect impact on everything that you do.
As major new technologies for recording and processing information have been invented over the millennia, new capabilities have appeared. The invention of the printing press by the John Gutenberg in the mid-15th century and the invention of a mechanical calculator by Blaise Pascal in the 17th century are but two examples. Let us now discuss the transaction processing system. Transaction processing system (TPS) are the basic systems that serves the operational level of the organization. A transaction processing system is a computerized system that performs and records the daily routine transaction necessary to manage business. They serve the organization's operational level. The principal purpose of systems at this level is to answer routine questions and to track the flow of transactions through the organization. Examples are hotel reserve systems, payroll, employees, record keeping, and shipping. At the operational level, tasks, resources, and goals are predefined are highly structured. The decision to grant credit to a customer, for instance, is made by a lower level supervisor according to predefined criteria. All that must be defined is whether the customer meets the criteria. Data are keyed into the system, updating the data elements. The elements on the master file are combined in different ways to make up reports of interest to management and government agencies and to send paychecks to employees. To protect the integrity constraint of the database system, the transaction processing system must ensure that the ACID properties of transaction are unfilled. Essential components of a transaction processing system. A transaction processing system plays a role as a mediator that accepts transaction requests from users, dispatches these requests to the database management, coordinates the execution of the involved transactions, and forward transactions result to the original acquirers. The role of each transaction processing component are transaction manager. The role of the transaction manager is to orchestrate the execution of transactions. Scheduling manager. The scheduling manager manages the order of execution of the database operations. Distributed transaction processing system. Component of a transaction processing system show the data is stored in one database system, but in a distributed data system, the data is distributed among different computers. The communication networks are usually reliable and high-speed wired networks like LANs or WANs. At each node in a distributed system, there is a local database management system and a local transaction processing system (TPS) that operates semi-independently and semi-autonomously. An execution of a transaction in a distributed database system may have to spread to be processed at many sites. The transaction managers at different sites in a distributed transaction system cooperates for managing the transaction execution processes. A transaction processing cycle (TPS) organizes transaction by organization business process. The nature and its type depend on the need of a specific organization. Characteristics of transaction processing cycle. The objectives of grouping like transaction is to cluster these transactions together in a way that simplifies information processing. Information processing within TPS requires recording, maintaining, and reporting on the business activities that make up a business process. TPC consists of one or more applications. The concept of TPC provides a framework for analyzing organizational activities. Now moving on to the next topic, we will study the office automation system. Office automation system refers to using computer-based methods of carrying out activities that primarily involved information related activities such as collecting information, storing and retrieving it analyzing information, taking decision based on information and communicating it. There is no universally accepted ways of classifying office automation system. One common way of describing the types of an automated office system is by the function performed by it. For example, an automated system for processing payroll of employees is called payroll system, and a system that prepares accounts is called accounting system. A very important part of office automation system is most of the companies is the emailing system. Office automation system OAS are configuration of networked computer hardware and software. Electronic publishing. Electronic publishing system include word processing and desktop publishing. Word processing software example Microsoft Word, Corel Word Perfect allows user to create, edit, revise, store and print documents such as letters, memos, reports and manuscripts. Electronic communication. Electronic communication systems include electronic mail, email, voicemail, facsimiles, fax and desktop video conferencing. Electronic mail. Email is software that allows users via their computer keyboards to create, send and receive messages and files to or from anywhere in the world. Voicemail. Voicemail is a sophisticated telephone answering machine. It digitizes incoming voice messages and stores them on disk. When the recipient is ready to listen, the message is converted from its digitized version back to audio or sound. Recipients may save messages for future use, delete them or forward them to other people. Let's now the meaning of Management Information System. Management Information System MIS is a planned system of collecting, storing and disseminating data in the form of information needed to carry out the functions of management. Academically, the term is commonly used to refer to the group of information management methods tied to the automation or support of human decision making. Example, decision support system, export systems and executive information system. Management. Management is art of getting things done through and with the people in formally organized groups. The basic functions performed by a manager in an organization are planning, controlling, staffing, organizing and directing. System. A system is defined as a set of elements which are joined together to achieve a common objectives.
Management Information System is an integrated system that helps the management with relevant information to run the business effectively and efficiently. The core aim is to make raw data into useful information that helps in managerial decision-making. That being said, the functions of an MIS are data capturing, data storage, data processing, data and information distribution, prediction or forecasting, planning and control. Data capturing is the process of gathering data from various sources. This includes the following: customer touchpoints like stores and e-commerce sites, mobile shopping, self-checkout, etc. Output of one or more systems like sales, finance, market analysis, operations, etc., and from digital and social media sites. All data thus collected is stored in database or in data files. This data is also stored in various storage media like hard drives, DVD, etc. Cloud-based applications store data on virtual servers. Converting raw data into meaningful information is what experts call as data processing. This is an important function of MIS, as information is the core necessity for achieving competitive advantage. Distribution of the right information to the right person at the right time is termed as information distribution. The information could be in the form of a report, image, message, file, form, video or audio. To facilitate comparison, information is presented in the form of charts or tables or graphs. With the help of modern arithmetic, statistics or simulation, MIS can predict business using historical data as a base. Reports are generated based on the enterprise's needs. These reports help management to plan in advance. This enables each functional department to work efficiently. MIS helps in monitoring and tracking operations against organizational plans. The deviation between operations and the organizational plan is analyzed for exercising control. As discussed above, MIS has different functions that enable the management to function effectively and efficiently.
Role of a management information system. The role of MIS in an organization can be compared to the role of heart in the body. The information is the blood and MIS is the heart. In the body, the heart plays the role of supplying pure blood to all the elements of the body, including the brain. The heart works faster and supplies more blood when needed. It regulates and controls the incoming impure blood, processes it and sends it to the destination in the quantity needed. It fulfills the needs of blood supply to human body in normal course and also in crisis. The MIS satisfies the diverse needs through a variety of systems such as query system, analysis system, modeling system and decision support system. The MIS help in strategic planning, management control, operation control and transaction processing. Objectives of Management Information System. Data capturing. The MIS capture data from various internal and external sources of organization. Data capturing may be manual or through computer terminals. Processing of data. In this process, raw data is converted into required information. It is done by such activities as calculating, sorting, classifying and summarizing. Characteristics of Management Information System. System approach. The information system follows a systems approach. Systems approach means taking a comprehensive view or a complete look at the interlocking subsystems that operates within an organization. Management oriented. Management oriented characteristics of MIS implies that the management actively directs the system development efforts. For planning of MIS, top-down approach should be followed. Decision support system. Decision support system DSS are interactive computer-based systems that aid users in judgment and choice activities. They provide data storage and retrieval but enhance the traditional information access and retrieval functions with support for model building and model-based reasoning. They sort framing, modeling and problem solving. There are two fundamental components of DSS. Database Management System DBMS. A DBMS serves as a data bank for the DSS. Model Based Management System MBMS. The role of MBMS is analogous to that of a DBMS. Decision Analytic Decision Support System. An emergent class of DSS known as Decision Analytic. The DSS applies the principles of decision theory, probability theory and decision analysis to their decision models. Decision theory is an axiomatic theory of decision making that is built on a small set of axioms of rational decision making. It expresses uncertainty in terms of probabilities and preference in terms of utilities. Equation based and mixed system. In many business and engineering problems, interaction among model variables can be described by equations which, when solved simultaneously, can be used to predict the effect of decisions on the system and hence support decision making. Group Decision Support System. The concept of GDSS is issued from the confluence of two fields of the computer science: the Computer Supported Cooperative Work (CSCW) systems and the Decision Support System (DSS). GDSS is defined as an interactive computer-based system that facilitates the solution of unstructured problems by a group of decision makers. Nowadays, the use of a GDSS is widespread in business, government, military and professional service sectors. The traditional concept of GDSS is the decision room or face-to-face GDSS for real-time decision making in a same-time meeting. These are electronic meeting rooms containing a large U-shaped table with embedded computers linked through a local area network LAN, a projection system and a large public screen. The benefit of Group Decision Support System: more information in less time. Since GDSS allows group members to contribute in parallel, significantly more information can be gathered in a shorter period. Greater participation. The anonymity provided by GDSS enables group members to express themselves freely, reducing the risk of group things and conformance pressure. Major characteristics of Group Decision Support System. Its aim is to support the process of the group decision makers by offering automation of sub-processes by using tools of information technology. It is a specifically designed information system, not merely a configuration of already existing system components. It can be designed to address one type of problem or different group level organization decision. Built-in mechanism which discourage growth of negative group behaviors like groupthink and destructive conflicts, miscommunication. Expert system. An expert system is a knowledge-based information system, that is, it uses its knowledge about a specific area to act as an expert consultant to users. The components of an expert system are a knowledge base and software modules that perform interfaces on the knowledge and offer answer to a user's question. Expert system provide answer to questions in a very specific problem area by making human-like interference about knowledge containing in a specified knowledge base. Expert system can provide decision support to end users in the form of advice from an expert consultant in a specific problem area. Expert systems are being used in many different fields including medicines, engineering, the physical science and business. Expert system structure. The component of an expert system include a knowledge base and software modules that perform interference on the knowledge in the knowledge base and communicate answers to a user's question. The knowledge base of an expert system contains facts about a specific area. Heuristics, thumbs of rule that express the reasoning procedures of an expert on the subject. Different categories of expert system. Expert systems can be classified into different categories as stated as interpretation system. They includes analysis of intelligence by way of surveillance, understanding of speech, image analysis, etc. Meanings are expressed symbolically and situations described as a result of observation. Prediction systems. These systems infer liable consequences of given situations such as economic and weather forecasting, demographic prediction, crop estimation, and military, etc. Diagnostic system. These systems analyze the organization's performance and diagnose the failure even in the medical field. Design systems. These systems develop circuit layout and building design, etc. Advantages of an expert system. Provides consistent answers for repetitive decisions, processes and tasks. Holds and maintains significant level of information. Encourages organizations to clarify the logic of their decision making. Never forgets to ask a question as a human might. Disadvantages of an expert system. Lacks common sense needed in some decision making. Cannot make creative responses as human expert would in unusual circumstances. Domain experts not always able to explain their logic and reasoning. Errors may occur in the knowledge base and leads to wrong decisions. Cannot adopt the changing environments unless knowledge base is exchanged. Executive support system. An executive information system (EIS) is a type of management information system intended to facilitate and support the information and decision making needs of senior executives by providing easy access to both internal and external information relevant to meeting the strategic goals of the organization. The role of ESS in the organization executes often faces information overload and must be able to separate the chaff from the wheat in order to make the right decision. On the other hand, if the information they have is not detailed enough, they may not be able to make the best decision. An ESS can supply the summarized information executives needs and yet provide the opportunity to drill down to more detail if necessary. Characteristics of executive support system. A number of definitions have been put forward to describe EIS. While a definition is useful in a complex area such as EIS, a better understanding is obtained by looking at their characteristics. Some of these are given as: executive support system are end-user computerized information systems operated directly by executive managers. They utilize newer computer technology in the form of data sources, hardware and programs to place data in a common format and provide fast and easy access to information. They integrate data from a variety of sources, both internal and external, to the organization. They focus on helping executives assimilate information quickly to identify problems and opportunities. In other words, EIS help executives track their critical success factors. Each system is tailored to the needs and preference of any individual user, and information is presented in a format which can be most readily by interpreted. Now in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in the lecture. An information system is a man-made system that facilitates an organization's operational function and supports management decision making by providing information that managers can use to plan and control the activities of the firm. As information systems have enabled more diverse human activities, they have exerted a profound influence over society. The transaction processing system will coordinate and manages the execution of the transaction processes by subsequently sending these database operations to the database system. The transaction processing system will coordinate and manage the execution of these transaction process by subsequently sending these database operation to the database system. Telecommunicating is gaining in popularity in part due to the continuing increasing in population, which creates traffic congestion, promotes highly energy consumption and causes more air pollution.